We know different trees. There are different trees over there surrounding us. Neem tree is there, and banyan tree is there, tamarind tree is there, bubble tree is there, ashok tree is there. So in this way, very high number of green trees we usually see around surrounding us. So we know that when we see the green color, it's a very interesting color. Everyone enjoy seeing that green color. But all of a sudden, when there are no trees, how do you feel? Every day you see the trees. Suppose in future days, if you don't see those trees, how do you feel? So you feel very sad because every day you used to see green trees, and you used to see by sitting on them. You used to play under the tree. You used to play under the tree, sitting under the tree. You used to sleep under the tree. But when trees have been cut down, that time where do you go? Is it not? Is it right or not? So that's why we stop cutting the trees. Here a baby's story is there, a small child story is there. She is very unhappy after the cutting tree, and she cried a lot. And that poem name is Tamarind. I am going to tell you now. I am going to facilitate now. Tamarind. All of you open, children, page number 28 and 28, Tamarind poem. I read the poem, I recite the poem, or I sing the poem. You repeat after me. All of you put your finger carefully. After that, in the second time when I am singing, the time you repeat after me. Okay? Nobody knows where my tamarind stood, just by a winding lane. Each year it gave me fruit and said, and do me to my home again. I love to sit beneath her shady boughs and rest for a while, to gaze out upon the distant blue hills with laughter and a smile. And now that I'm back, I'm eager to find my tamarind again. I hasten down to that favorite spot. I search but search in vain. Then I stop and stare. I stand quite still and listen to my heart. That magnificent tree that was my life had just been ripped apart. I turned to the hills, my eyes filled with tears, for sure I had lost my soul. Where once it stood tall, there's nothing there now, merely an empty hole. So you see that the poem meaning is, nobody knows where my tamarind stood, just by a winding lane. So I love tamarind tree. I daily go to meet the tamarind tree. I every day play and sit under the tree. My tamarind tree, I only know where is my tamarind tree, but nobody, my fathers, my mothers, my friends, nobody know. That tamarind tree is at the winding lane. Winding lane means curve road. The road is very curve. In that curve place, my tree is there. I only know that tree. Nobody know. In this way, that baby is saying. So each year my tamarind tree give me fruit for eating, and it give me seed for living, and I like my tamarind tree very much. I every day go and sit beneath her shady boughs. Boughs means branches, and I rest there. I eat tamarind fruits. I enjoy a lot, and I watch beautiful blue color hills surrounding by that to that. Tamarind tree. I always laugh and smile every day when I go to meet that tamarind tree friend. But one day, what happened when I go back? That time there was no tree. I hastened down to that forest, but nobody. That is, I looked in vain because that tree has been ripped apart, means cut down. So I was very happy because, I was very unhappy because the tree was cut down. I was starting to cry. So I asked the hills, everyone, I feel like I have lost my soul. So once upon a time I was used to enjoy by visiting that tree and sitting under the tree, by playing in that tree, but now there is no tree. What can I do? She is starting to cry very highly. she is thinking that her soul is took away from her by that anyone which, so she was feeling that. So this poem says that how danger is cutting trees. So that is why we should save our forest. That's very important. We should not cut any single tree. That's a remarkable rule that we have to follow every time. That's the message of this poem.